What's up guys, Nav here. In the last video, I showed you how to do stamina up. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do, where is this? Stamina machine? Get that out of here. And get that out of here. I'm going to show you how to do Mule Kick in this video. So we're going to create a new variable, and we're going to call it, it's going to be a bool variable. We're going to call it has Mule Kick. Have a rep notify, compile and save. This one is a little more complicated than the last one, but not too bad. In the function for has Mule Kick, we're going to get a branch, and inside of this branch, we're going to check for has Mule Kick. A very common theme among these perk tutorials. If it is true, we're going to set weapon inventory size to 3. If it is false, we're going to set weapon inventory size to 2. Just a little check. Off of the weapon inventory size, we're going to add weapon to inventory. And we're going to have inventory slot 2. Off of the false weapon inventory size, we're going to do another add to weapon inventory. And it's still going to be 2 in the weapon inventory slot. But off of this one, we're going to remove index. And we're going to get weapon inventory names. We're going to plug this array into there. And in this array, we're going to have 2 as the number in our weapon inventory. Compile and save that. Over in our event graph, let me get rid of that. In our event graph, we're going to add another pin. Bring it all the way down here. Create a branch for Mule Kick. And of course, it's going to be a do once right after. Scooch that over a little. We're going to set has Mule Kick to false. And then after that, we're going to set weapon inventory size to 2, similar to how we did it in the function itself, but this is just making sure that after we go down and after we go down and after this branch is true, we're getting rid of that extra weapon. We're going to do an add to weapon inventory slot 2, and then we're going to remove index, get weapon inventory names, plug that in. That's going to be 2. We're going to do one more thing, create another branch. And we're going to get active weapon slot. Do an int equals int. If that is equal to, connect that into there. If that's true, set active weapon slot. And then we're going to int minus int. So what this is doing is it is checking to see if the current active weapon slot is equal to 2. If that's true, we're going to subtract that by 1. So what that basically means is if you're holding the Mule Kick weapon, the third weapon, and you go down, we are subtracting the inventory slot so you don't come back up still holding the weapon, air quotes, even though the weapon's been deleted. It'll just be like an empty slot with 0 bullets, 0 ammo, and you have to switch weapons. But this is doing it for us, so we don't have to manually do it. Compile and save. Over in our perks, create a duplicate of bonus health and call it Mule Kick Machine. And inside this, like always, we're just changing a couple things. Change this purchase to Mule Kick. We're going to change that to set has Mule Kick. Make sure that is true. Plug those in. Over here, get has Mule Kick. Compile and save. Over in our maps. Oh, and by the way, if you want to have more than 2 weapons for Mule Kick, you can change weapon inventory size. If you have, for example, certain characters that have, say, more weapons or more weapon slots, you can get weapon inventory size. And let's say player 1 in our, let me pull this up, make it a little easier to understand. So say from here, you change one of these characters to say have 4 weapons. Character orange has 4 weapons. And then you go over into here, but you're like, well, I want Mule Kick to be able to apply to them as well, so they can get more than 4 weapons. What you do is you get weapon inventory size, you do int plus 1, and you put that in there. This should work for everybody. So I'm just going to leave that as it is to show that that works. But I'm also going to go over here and change this back to 2. But that's just if you wanted certain characters to have, for the perk to apply to, if you have certain characters that have a bigger weapon inventory slot than just 2. In our map, we're going to put Mule Kick Machine down. And we're going to make this $1. You can make it 4,000, you can make it 100,000. It's entirely up to you. Make sure this is lined up correctly. Save the map and go back to main menu. Let me just make sure I am launching with 1 player. Okay. So by default, you're going to be able to only have 2 weapons. So we got semi-auto rifle, AK-47. If I try to pick this up, we have sniper, AK-47. We pick up Mule Kick. Now we pick up shotgun. Now we have shotgun, sniper, AK-47. Let me pick up quick revive real quick. And shotgun was the last weapon we were holding. So if I go and I'm downed, it'll switch to AK-47. And then when I get back up, AK-47, sniper. If I go to try to pick up another weapon still, without the perk, say projectile sniper. Now we just have projectile sniper and sniper. I wouldn't recommend carrying 2 snipers, by the way, especially in a zombie apocalypse. Anyways, that's how you do Mule Kick. Those are all 6 perks that I currently have in the project. If you want more perks, like say Cherry Cola, I might take a look into seeing how that's done. But for now, that's all I got. In the next one, I will see about doing the Wonder Fizz machine. That one's a little more complicated. It will take a little more time to make a tutorial for, but that'll be the next one I do. Either that or I will have a tutorial on how to show icons in a corner of your screen that show you which perks you currently have. But for now, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.